Mark McGowan of the Department of History at the University of Toronto, but today I'm here in the Calabogie Hills in Renfrew County at Mount St. Patrick, one of the most prominent Irish communities in eastern Ontario, and certainly one of the oldest, once considered by an Ontario historian to be one of the few Irish Holy Lands remaining in Canada. The church behind me is the Church of St. Patrick. The structure dates from the late 1860s, although there was a worshiping community here that consisted of both of pre-famine Irish and famine Irish who were served by a priest as early as 1843. So that pre-famine settlers were already in these parts of Renfrew County, which made it a fairly familiar place for those famine refugees who landed at Castleford and moved inland on what is now the Opiongo Road to carve out farmsteads on sometimes what might be considered marginal lands. But what's interesting about Mount St. Patrick is not only its church and the very Irish flavor of this very small hamlet, but also the fact that when you go through the cemetery here behind the church, you notice the very distinctive Irish iconography, including Celtic crosses, that don't appear in all Catholic cemeteries in this part of the world. The other distinctive feature about Mount St. Patrick is that it's one of the few places in Canada where there is a holy well that had been pointed to by one of the early parish priests in the 19th century, and consistently still is a place of pilgrimage for local Catholics of Irish descent in using the holy waters of this well for use in their own homes. It is a very special place to the Irish in the Upper Ottawa Valley, and certainly, although very, very small, extraordinarily significant historically in Edmaston and Bromley townships here near Eganville.